Hey guys, it's Christine and I recently just attended my first Lost Lands ever. So I just want to share with you a few things I wish I had brought, I wish I thought of them. I didn't realize till after that they would have been a good idea to bring. Lost Lands has their own camping checklist on their website of just everything you need to bring with you, general things, tent, chairs, all of that. So check that out for basic needs, but here are some extra things I wish I had brought in addition to those things. So first up is definitely a shower bag. I debated bringing one. I ended up deciding not to because I was like, oh, there's showers there. I'm just gonna use the shower there. The shower lines are at least an hour long. We were in Camp Pterodactyl this year, and Thursday and Friday, and I assume Tuesday and Wednesday, there was no water. So we had no water refill stations and no showers Thursday and Friday, which sucked. I'm sure we could have walked to a different shower station if we really needed to, but if you haven't been to Lost Lands, it is all uphill and it's kind of like a rocky dirt path terrain, so we were not doing that. So I definitely wish I had a shower bag. It would have been so easy to just put on the car and just to wash off every day, especially because when the showers were finally working, they kept experiencing issues where the water stopped running. So we had waited 40 minutes on the shower line just to get close to getting inside the shower, just to have the shower shut off. And then all the people in the other, whatever, it's like a box truck setup thing, all the people who were mid-shower in the other van had to come to our van and kind of like cut in front of us. So it was like an extra, I think it was an extra like 40 minutes. So that really sucks. So just bring a shower bag just in case. Also, they don't accept cash for showers. I thought they might, but it is completely cashless. One last thing about the showers is that the water quality sucks. If you're a normal person, this doesn't matter, but if you have damaged, bleached, colored, fragile hair like me, I have platinum blonde bleached hair, obviously. You might want to be careful when using the trailer showers. It made my hair feel like straw. It turned my hair pretty yellow, and I learned my lesson. I would highly recommend getting like a purified water jug and filling your shower bag with that for your hair washing days if you do have sensitive, fragile, damaged hair. Just something to think about and definitely to consider if you get a shower bag or not. Number 2 would be a campsite flag. So many people had campsite flags. I didn't even think about it. I didn't know it was a thing. I've been to one camping festival before this, and I don't think anyone had campsite flags. Definitely would recommend bringing one. It really helps you find your campsite, especially in the dark late at night when you're trying to find your way back. The flag nearby our campsite that I was using, that group ended up leaving early. So once they were gone and I no longer had their flag to like look at to find our campsite, I got so confused. I was like, where am I? Like, I can't find our campsite. Luckily I found it. Next time I would 100% bring a campsite flag. People bring funny flags, country flags, whatever. It will be so much easier to find your campsite if you have a flag. Number 3, I don't know what these are technically called, if they have an actual name. If they do, please comment them below. But I'm just gonna call them like giving boxes. So many people behind their cars put out cardboard boxes or a plastic box, and some people have these really cool mailboxes, which I have a picture of just like little trinkets, bracelets, sunglasses, a bunch of different things. It was kind of like leave one, take one. I thought that was so cute. I also didn't know that was a thing. I wish we had one. I'm sure you end up with a bunch of cool stuff of what people leave behind. Some people had tables too. It's so in the spirit of Plur to have one of those, so I just wish we had one. I think, especially if you have a really big group, I think it'd be really fun to have one as well. Number 4 would be an inflatable couch. I used to be the type of person who would stand all day at a festival. I'm old now, I'm 25, I'm not getting any younger. So I wish we had an inflatable couch, not only for a campsite, but you were allowed to bring them in to the festival. They're pretty cheap and they fold up. So I think it would have been super comfortable because after a while we had beach chairs that we were sitting in. After a while, they're just not comfortable. That couch would have really elevated my experience at the campsite and inside the festival, which I think would have been really great. So next time I will definitely bring one of those inflatable couches. And lastly, number 5, games and cards. I went with my best friend to Lost Lands this year, so it was just the 2 of us at our campsite, and we talk all the time. We both live in the city together, so we were running out of things to talk about. I really wish we had brought games or cards or just something to do when you're just sitting there. Sometimes the day moves kind of slow in the morning, especially if you're waiting to go inside for a certain set, or by Sunday you're just got nothing else to talk about. It would be really fun if you had a big group and you could play like a bunch of board games, a bunch of cards. It's also a great way to befriend your neighbors. You could be like, hey, you guys want to come over and play this game with us? I think that'd be a really great way to introduce yourselves and get to know other people. And bonus, Number 6 is just in general campsite decorations. I didn't realize everyone decorates their campsite with tapestries, flags, lights, you know, the whole 9 yards. I didn't know that was a thing. I went to Firefly before and nobody decorated their campsite, so I had no idea. I was not mentally prepared to bring decorations. Thank God my friend brought tapestries and fairy lights, so at least we had that for our pop-up tent. It ended up being really cute and I'm so glad she brought them. It's so nice to come back and like the lights are already on and it like feels like home. This one group of girls had a Barbie themed campsite and they had like a pink pop-up tent, pink boas, disco balls, lights. People get solar powered lights to put in the ground, which were really nice too, especially when you're coming back in the dark. But yeah, I didn't know that Lost Lands, everyone decorates their campsite. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe and leave a like and a comment below. Let me know if there's any other content you want to see. If you have any other questions about Lost Lands, I am happy to answer any questions in the comments below. But yeah, those are all the things I wish I had. I didn't know Lost Lands was such a festive festival. I went to Firefly before and nobody decorated. Nobody had flags, like nobody had anything. It was very bare bones camping almost. That was a few years ago, but yeah, everyone goes all out. It's so fun. People get to be creative and like show off who they are, very Plur vibes. So definitely think about bringing some of the things I mentioned and I think it will elevate your overall experience at Lost Lands.